sharing with you a promised video that I should have done a long time back, and that's my review on the Ruby Kisses eyeshadow magic primer. I've had this for years. I think maybe over 3 to 4 years. Long time. Faded and all of that jazz, but a friend of mine saw my makeup bag video and she's like, Roanna, you promised to do a review on that primer. Where is the review? Decided, hey, I'm just gonna do it for you guys one time, share my thoughts. Why did I pick this after all the other eyeshadow primers? I think I finished one recently, can't remember. My brain is like, I'm like so tired, but wanted to do this video. But this, I've had it for a while, and I think what I remember standing out with this primer was that initially when I got it, I didn't like it because I was using a number of primers that was working. But you know, sometimes your skin change, and after having a particular product, when you open it, it starts to, I think this was like a little too wet for me, started drying, so the consistency changed. So because it got a little drier, it's not dried out, got a little drier, it started working better for me. But I have recommended this to a number of friends who've purchased it and they absolutely love it. It's comparable to the Urban Decay, and I know some people will say, well, look at the packaging, this is very similar to the traditional Urban Decay packaging. It's also similar to the Too Faced Shadow Insurance and a number of other eyelid primers. In addition to it being similar to those higher end ones, it's very similar to the e.l.f. eyelid primer. So I put this like in a back seat, and I have used out at least 2 of the e.l.f. eyelid primers over the years. So that's to tell you how long I've had this. And it's about 10 US, between 8 and 10 US that I paid, but I bought it at a Wonderful World in Trinidad, and I think I paid somewhere like 50 TT dollars for it. I'm not sure what the price is now for it, but it says that you get, I don't even see how much, oh, I'm not even seeing how much product you get in it, but I've had this for a while and I use it on, now I'm moody with it. I'll start using it, put it down, pick up another one, maybe even finish that other one and go back to this. I think I recently finished a Too Faced Too Faced primer portion, no, that's Urban Decay Too Faced Shadow Insurance, a small one. Recently finished that maybe earlier this year, so I was using this. I have a Jessie's Girl one, had the Inglot, so I was playing around with some others. This is what it looks like. Don't like the packaging. It's cute, nice to go on a dresser. Looks very genie in a bottle, kind of exotic, but with it being a doe foot and you have a shapes here just like the Urban Decay, it kind of almost makes it difficult, so that when you, let me see, the wand when closed goes all the way there, but then I can see what happens to product here, which I don't even know if the jar ends at where the wand ends there. So it's a possibility that it doesn't. I don't know how much product is in this, and I don't know what it looks like. So when, you know, no product starts to come out of, you know, from the wand, then I guess I'll have to cut it open. So that's what the product looks like, and it's very thin, but it also has a creamy consistency, almost like a cream, like a pale peach cream kind of color, and you can see it blends into the skin very easy without leaving any sort of, at least with my skin tone, any sort of residue. So I am going to swatch a couple shadows with it and then tell you about longevity. Do these make your eyeshadow pop, not crease? Yes, this works for creasing. I can tell you that much because I crease a lot if I don't have a good primer. So it helps with creasing, but I think, in my opinion, it also helps to make eyeshadows pop. So I am going to swatch, let me see, nope, no primer is here. I'm going to swatch on my hand these 3 shadows there. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then on this side has primer. so you guys can see if it really works. Can you see the difference? There is a difference, and it actually did something to this color, because this color it's more intense, but this got more of a yellow undertone. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it did make the eyeshadows a little bolder than what the original swatch had. So it does help with getting the eyeshadows to, I won't say necessarily pop, because I think primers generally just helps with longevity and creasing. It might help for eyeshadow to last longer. For eyeshadows popping, I think that's what eyeshadow bases do, and that's the function of eyeshadow bases. They help to pull out, you know, the color and pigmentation so that it stands out. Now, can you see how hard it is for that color to come off? And even with the primers one, it's still a bit hard. So I find that my shadows do stay on a little longer, not a little longer, a lot longer with this primer portion. Sorry, what's it called? The eyeshadow magic primer with the primer, and it helps to me a lot more with the creasing and longevity. I am wearing it today, but the eyeshadow that I have on was, it was really trying. It was almost blending away, that kind of thing. But I've used it with other eyeshadows and I've gotten 14-15 hours of eyeshadow wear, and I like it. Would I repurchase it? No. And I mean, if I'm telling you guys I like it, how come I'm not, you know, why would I not repurchase it? Because to me it's just like my e.l.f. eyelid primer. It works. e.l.f. has like a nude or a shea eyelid primer. It's the same thing in my book. Same consistency, does the same job, and that e.l.f. is $1 US. So I can get like 8 to 10 of that as against one of this, and I'm sure there's about the same amount of product in both, because one e.l.f. lasts me close to 6 to 8 months. I think like safely 8 months for $1 US. I think the primers now have gone to $2 US. So even at $2 US, that's like 4 to 5 of this. So that to me is definitely a better buy. I'm going to try work on this and see how I can project plan it. Maybe try to get it used up by the end of the year, because I've had it so long. I like it. If you can't get the e.l.f., get this. This is way better than getting the Urban Decay primer portion and the Too Faced Shadow Insurance or the NARS kind of Pro Prime. I love, by the way, the NARS Pro Prime. I like, there's a lid primer thing that I have from a Beast. That's like a primer from not Urban Decay, Lancome. That one is nice too, but to me these work about the same. I just find the e.l.f. is so much cheaper and works as just as good. So for me it's a good product, but if you have to go as against the higher end, this works just the same. But if you can get the e.l.f., go for the e.l.f. It will do the same job and you'll be happy with the end result. So if you guys have this, let me know what your thoughts are. I like it, and I would love to hear. I have oily lids, by the way, oily lids, and I crease a lot. So share your lid type. I do think if you have dry lids that it's gonna work, because again it has that kind of liquid consistency to it. Hope this review was helpful. A little chit chat about my experience was helpful. If you've used this or you've tried this, let me know what your thoughts are. And thank you guys so much for your time and watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you like reviews and haul videos, definitely subscribe, because that'll be, you know, that's our thing there. And go ahead and thumbs up this video for more reviews, and thanks for your time again. Bye.